It's me, Renee. I'm back. So back in April, I made a video 60 in 60 challenge to try to read 60 books in 60 days. Did I manage it? No. Well, spoiler alert, but no. Just giving it to you right now. I did not manage that. I did manage quite a few books. So my goal for that challenge was to well, of course, to read a lot of books, which I do generally. But of course, I kind of thought it was fun to put a number to yeah, to not instead of doing because I mean you all a lot of people have goals for the year, but it's kind of fun to have a goal for how many books you're going to read for a month, 2 months. So that's what I did. I didn't manage it, but yeah. I also had a secondary goal because I was kind of feeling it. I was feeling the yells don't, don't. Because I have a lot of unread books that kept yelling at me to stop ignoring them. So I kind of had a goal to read some of my own books, aka not but go to library and not do audiobooks, but get my physical books. How did it go? Well, I mean, for me, it didn't go perfect. Though, I mean, I think I maybe only got two library books, but in June, that went well. So, yeah, hopefully that went a little better than other things. And my third goal was also to get to some books that have been on my TBR for a while. Did that go well? Yes, I would say it kind of also went well. Oh, come on. What's happening now? Everyone's saying something right now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go there. Yeah, that's my way of doing I'm taking you afterwards. But yeah, so this is a little wrap up of the last 2 months of reading. I kind of also had planned to do a own May TBR, May TBR, but May wrap up. I suppose this will kind of be that as well because I mean this is my June and May wrap up, so I suppose maybe it would count as that. Yeah, I suppose maybe I wouldn't need to do another one. No, I wouldn't because yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, yeah. So, and as usual, I'm not really gonna go into a specific way of going through the books. I'm just gonna tell you about the books in a randomized order, really. So we have Never Druk Well by Alexander Vasti. This is was my first Alexander Vasti book. Will definitely not be a last. I love that the Duke in this one is actually from New Orleans. So he's American, but yet he's the heir to dukedom because his dad was English, and he also has some half siblings that he wants to take care of. And I just loved this world and these characters and everything so much. I know that there are some prequel short stories, but this is the first full length novel in this universe, and there are, I believe, more books out coming out. I think there's are more out right now, and yeah, definitely looking forward to wearing that as well. Then we have En Casadames Betroelser, or Confessions of a Bookshop, no, of a Shopkeep by Anna Sam. Anna Sam is a French woman who's been working in a retail for 10 years, and this is her story about working in retail in France. Well, also actually one chapter in how it is in Belgium, though it was kind of similar to in France, really. And yeah, it's a non-fiction book that I've had on my TBR for, I believe, maybe 2 years. At least 1 year, I believe. Or did I find it recently? Okay, honestly, I'm not quite sure when I found it. I do remember finding it in a little free library. I believe it's a while ago. Anywho, I read it now, and I did enjoy it. Read it for Eurovision Fun, and yeah, good book. Didn't love it, but it was a good read. Not a bad read by any means. Then I read Good Duke Gone Wild by Bethany Bennett. My first read by Bethany Bennett. Definitely not my last. This is a romance, as you can guess from the cover, based around a bookseller who's also a erotic fiction writer. So that's kind of fun. And of course, also a duke. And I just love their love story together. And this book, it's just perfection. Perfection. The second book is coming out in July, I believe. And I'm looking very much forward to that. Then we have me taking a break. Tea is always good, never bad idea that. And then we have Løfter i Sand by Elisabeth Hammer. This is the third book in a Norwegian series. It's a historical, how would you describe it? I would say historical drama series. There's romance in it, yes, but there's also family secrets. There's also friends drama, miscommunication. I would say maybe maybe think Downton Abbey, but like set in Norway. It's set in the. Okay, I'm gonna have to double check here, but I believe it is in the 1800s, 600s, 1800s. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. It is. What? That was in the Danish era, but then again, the Danes had like control over Norway for like 400 years. But I believe it's also in the Napoleon area. So yeah, 1800s. Some maybe it's 1812. Talk about Jane Austen. I should know this because I love this series. But yeah, anywho, great series. And then we have Accidentally His by Sabrina Jeffries. This book I liked. I didn't love it. Honestly, I didn't love it. I did like it. So I'm thinking I might read more Sabrina Jeffries, but yeah, not my favorite of this pile of books. Really, can't say it is. It's enjoyable, but not amazing. So yeah. And then we have Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know by Carl Shaw, a non-fiction read I read for Eurovision of Fun. And yeah, sometimes truth is just so much stranger than fiction. And I would say also, if you read historical romances or just historical books in general, I would say maybe a lot of the things here you could kind of recognize because often fiction books are based like on real life happenings and people and whatnot. And yeah, if you think people in fiction are weird, people in real life were weirder. They were definitely weirder. Then a book they started in January but finished in May, so I'm counting it. And it's Stolen Focus by Johan Hari. This is all about. This came out like 5 years ago now, 2 years ago, some years ago. And it's all about the different ways that we're losing focus. But it's not just about social media taking all the attention, but it's also about just screen time in general. It's about how people are having bad concentration issues, like in general. It's about ADHD. It's about upbringing. It's about so many stuff. And yeah, quite liked it. Enjoying read that kind of went into the personal life of John Hardy, but also he talked different experts and very much enjoyed it. Would recommend. Hmm. Another tea break. Blake. Okay. Then we have a book that I really haven't, no, actually haven't talked about because it's a Norwegian book. But I've kind of thought about it when I find the books for video. I thought, you know, I'm going to talk about it because Molly Dot has said that they want me to talk more about like Norwegian books as well, and also like talk in Norwegian. And I suppose some of you are Norwegians, and it's always just fun to like books in general. So En lykkelig slutt by Anne Louise Morseth. It's the first, I'm not sure it's the first, but I suppose it was one of the first romance book in Norway. Like Norway has, I would say Norway mostly are known for crime books, and then we have some authors who write feel good. But I feel like there's a difference between feel good and romance. I feel like in romance, the romance is the main part, while in feel good, it could be that you move to a new town and get new friends, or that you learn a new language and you go traveling. But this is all about the romance and all about the spiciness. It is set in the world of authors. It's a romance between two authors, so that's fun. It In the beginning, it's kind of sold as enemies to lovers, but I would say very quickly they end up becoming amicable and becoming nice to each other. It's not like they are going around bantering for a long time. It's very quick in the beginning, and then things are solved and things happen. There are some miscommunication in this book, but I mean, some books have that trope still, and it's still a very enjoyable read. I love all the characters. I love the setting. I love the side characters. I love the dialogue. I love the spiciness. There's been talks that you can't write spiciness in Norwegian because it doesn't work well with the Norwegian language. But then, like, this book came and kind of proved all of us wrong. It can't work. And yeah, I love it very much. I think I might actually do our own video in it in Norwegian because it's a Norwegian book. So if you like listening to Norwegian voices, oh no, my voice in Norwegian, look out for that. Then we have So Thrilled for You by Holly Bourne. This I read for a book club, and it came out last year. And it's how do you describe this book? I would say it's a drama book between friends, but there's also like a bit of mystery at the bottom there. There's romance in it, but I wouldn't really say it's a romance book. I would say more it's a drama book with also comedic elements. Maybe dramedy. Yeah, let's call it dramedy. And it's told in different, like it goes back and forth into the past uh and then the future. So it's like you get hints of what something happened, but you don't really know what happened before the very end. And yeah, I will definitely recommend this book. Great, great read. And then we have four books that are kind of in the same genre. Ut med dommeren, En flyktning kysser sin mor, De to første menneskene på jorden var Hans og Grete, and Intet nytt under jorden. So these are all books that I got from a library sale years ago. So it's among those books that I have wanted to read that never got around to. Like TBR veterans. But these are all books where there's people who have endured kids, and sometimes it's adults, but mostly it's kids who says the darnest things, and I put them in a book. So like quotes from real life kids. So not quote from books, but like quotes. People have really said these kinds of things. I would say this though, it's not just for kids, it's also from people playing football, people being judges, whatever. But like this one is from kids. So two of them are for kids, and two of them are for or from kids. Two of them are for just general people because people say the weirdest things. And yeah, fun little quick reads. Then I recently read The Martian by Annie Weir. Loved it. I was a bit kind of wanted a bit more at the end, so I suppose I was kind of happy how the film added a bit more at the end. But other than that, great, great read. Then, I don't know why you're here. Yeah, that's actually just one more. Well, I have some audiobooks, but yeah, I'm just gonna show you these and do, yeah, I'll just ignore the audiobooks. Yeah, I'll just ignore the audiobooks. So I'm just showing you these, and then yeah, we're done with this. We're done with this. Yeah. So then yesterday at the very end of June, because that's well, sorry, I'm filming this on Tuesday, I think. But this is going up on Friday, on Wednesday. But yeah, at the very end of June, I picked up this book, and I finished it like 5 minutes past midnight, so I'm counting it. I Shall Never Fall in Love by Harry Connor. This is a historical LGBTQ plus romance or queer romance, and also story of these three friends. And yeah, still liked. I got very much like Jane Austen vibes here and there, which was fun and nice. And quick read, nice paintings, illustrations, and yeah, great read. So yeah, that's how my 60 in 60 went. Was it a complete success? No, it wasn't. Can't say it was. But I did I did like manage 33 books actually of my to read, and like yeah, 33 books that I read and that I own. So I suppose I got halfway to 60. So could be worse. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be reading more books from that I own the rest of the year. Well, that's kind of always a general plan of mine. So yeah, have you had a nice reading month in June, in May? Have you read any of these books? Do they look like you want to read them? Talk to me in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye.